comes to us from the women of all red nations of the American Indians movement. She is a sister, a proud struggler of the native people to reclaim their land, their dignity, their culture, and their people. She is from the Ojibwa band of Black Reservation of Minnesota, a direct descent of the Shaw Bash Khan Chief band in the early 17th century. Currently, she lives in Cleveland since '79, a college student, a mother of 3, a wife, a daughter. I am a current fighter for self-determination of all her nations and people. Sister Beverly Jones. Let's give her a warm African welcome. Good afternoon, everybody, my beautiful African brothers and sisters. I'm getting my eyes full and my heart full for a minute here, so give me a few seconds just to look around and to see. You can see I take this back with me. I take back what's right here, you know, and I share it with others, the hope and the beauty that I see out here, and the respect and the honorability of people, the people. The ancestors are among us. That's what our prophecy has stated after the white buffalo calf was born in Wisconsin. It said this is the year, there'll be 2 years of purification. Purification meaning that this is the time that people of color are going to sit down and put down the facades and put down the obstacles and the walls that kept us from talking, kept us from sharing our pain. See, because our bloods are mixed. We have the Trail of Tears. You have slavery. You have the ships. We have a similar pain of watching our children die and our men being exploited and terrorized and killed. We have this history together. All people that are oppressed have this history of pain. Well, it's time, the prophecy states that we're going to heal this, that the 7th generation of that means our children, my children. I'm 6th generation and I'm 38, so you can kind of gauge where you are. Some of you are 5th generation. And those are the ones, the backs that we rode on. Those are the ones that cried to get us here. Some of us have 8th generation children walking amongst us also. 7th generation's responsibility is to heal the sacred hoop. The sacred hoop is the 4 colors. The black being the African, the yellow being the Hispanic race, the yellow race, the Japanese, the red being the indigenous people, and the white being the Caucasians, and the Sami people of their race. 7th generation is to start the healing process. In other words, to talk, to open them doors, to sit down and have open dialogue sessions. We may not all agree upon the same thing, but basically we all have the same heart, we have the same feelings, we've had similar experiences. We have different cultural beliefs of where our origin is, and that's okay. We also have a lot of traditional beliefs that are the same, and that's okay. Sometimes our conversations may even be dialectic at times. And that's beautiful, because see, that's where the healing begins. Because there is no greater power than the power for me to sit down with you and to say, listen, my sister, you know, we have some differences here, but that doesn't mean that I don't love you and that I will not lay down my life for you, because I will. I will. Without a doubt, without a second thought. Because that's where we have to be. That's where we're going. That's my responsibility. That's why I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors. That's where I come from. I come from the bones of my people, the cries, the tears, the anger, the hopelessness. But they weren't too hopeless, because you know what? I'm here. I'm here today, standing on the stage, talking about it. I'm here, I walked with you, and I've walked among giants. I look around at you and I say, each and every one of you has carried a legacy. Do you know what the ancestors that are around us, and I'm getting cold chills again because I know they're here. I know they're walking amongst us. And I know they're standing around and they're looking at you, they're loving you, and they're crying, and they're joyful, and they're happy. Because you know what? Not how much money you've made, not how great an education you are, not how articulate you are, but that you're here. You're here to carry the struggle. And that's what I carry to my children. That's what I tell them. I said, you know what? Not a second thought that I won't lay my life down for you. That's not a problem for me. I stand on the ground that I walk. Because see, when I stand, I know that I've got 6 generations up under me that have supported me. I have these people that loved me into existence, laid down their lives for me. And I'm here. So I will not disrespect that. I will not put chemicals in my body. I will not be a sellout. I will not go to college to become complacent and happy with middle-class living. Because see, as long as I know there's projects, as long as I know there's a little child out here that doesn't have the proper shoes to wear, that doesn't have the proper food to eat, I'm not going to be bothered with $40 and $50 shoes on my feet, $80 tennis shoes. And my children aren't either. They don't want Michael Jordan shoes. They don't want to go to McDonald's every day and have to eat fast food. We like home-cooked, wholesome food, just traditional stuff. And that's their responsibility. That's why I say with the kids, you've got to be real with them because they know truth. They're pure. Their minds and their hearts are pure. You can beat a child to death and that child still will love its mother and understand and forgive it. So, I mean, we're dealing with the best of the best. We're dealing with the diamonds in the rough. And we've got to honor and cherish these kids. We've got to love them. We've got to teach them that we love ourselves and we respect ourselves. And my brothers and sisters, I see you doing that. I see each and every one of you standing tall. I see the spirits around you. I see the glow. I see the karma of you that's so strong in this area. And it feels good. It feels real good. I made a promise that this is not going to be the only time that I come back. And when I come, I'm bringing more. And I'm going to keep on bringing more. And pretty soon, we're going to be like 5 miles long. And we're going to wake up this whole world because in 2 years' time, there's going to be a great change. That's what the prophecy states. The prophecy states also that the African race, which is the West, with the setting of the sun, will regain their spirituality. In other words, you'll come home here. So have hope, my people. Have hope because it's coming. And it's coming very shortly. And it's going to come very fast. And you aren't prepared for this. I see that in you. You're prepared, and it does my heart so good to see a people that is prepared. A people that have suffered and have gained and are disciplined in this. Because you will be the ones that have to lead the others out of the darkness. You will be the ones that have to lead them out of the ignorance. And it's scary at first. And it's a process. But we will be there for them. Thank you. Y'all show some love for the sisters. All right, next we have our Young Pioneers Institute. This is our babies, our future. All right, they want to read something to you. They want to tell you how they feel about our people. All right, kids. All right, give it to them. YPI today, freedom fighters tomorrow. YPI today, freedom fighters tomorrow. YPI today, victory tomorrow. All right, my brother Tabaka, that's the next. Tabaka, you ready? All right, Africans, we're moving on. I wish you guys would come on to the center. Let us feel you. All right, Africans, don't hang in the back. We got enough of that. All right, Africans, we want to remind you, if you need to use the facilities, the Genesis Center across the street has opened up their doors to us. All right, here comes Tabak. Free Africa! Free the United States for the indigenous people! Organize the disorganized masses of our people! Africa must be free! All YPI or not registered, will you please register at the back and at the side? And all militants in the park, cultivate, educate. Our next speaker comes to us from the Zapatista Liberation Front. Brother Alexis Lanza, coordinator of the International DC Zapatista Liberation Front. Brother Alexis Lanza, give him a welcome. They're struggling to liberate their people in New Mexico, and we're gonna free them. We're gonna destroy imperialism in Africa and throughout the world. That's right. We want to destroy the imperialism. So I want to say the message about my organization is the support, the struggle, the all African people, Revolutionary Party, and we are here for solidarity, for the struggle, and for call also for unity for both forces and the struggle. And I have a lot to say, but I have my limitation in the language. So what I can say is we have to fight. The native people is going to reclaim their land. Long live the Zapatista Liberation Front. Long live the native people to reclaim their land. And we must struggle with them to reclaim their land. We know culture is a critical component in all liberation movements and revolutions. Our next panel, our next act will be our culture presentation. And the group name is the Dialects of Logic. The Orthodox MC, a descent of hip-hop, culture, and expression that is misinterpreted by society, including Africans. Will you please give the Dialects of Logic a warm African welcome? Before we start the music sound, man, hold up for a minute. I need all the brown-skinned figures, all African women, please come to the center, please. This is what needs to get done today. I don't know if too many people understand the essence of hip-hop's culture, but the music is one affiliate of it.
And I am a part of hip-hop's culture, and you are too, whether you know that or not. The hip-hop culture represents the inner youth and all Africans in the world, worldwide. Beautiful brown skin, 130-pound figure, and now is as the brown sugar sister. Underrated, but the goddess is mad dedicated, but frustrated from a devil that shouldn't be tolerated. Showing love and hate is how he manipulated. Temporarily, brown queen, this is boogers. Wanna be pimps with the minor size of a shrimp. With the limp or not, they come with all sorts of props. Executives, lawyers, doctors, even scholars. In tune because they all striving for the mighty dollar. So brown sister, watch out for that mister. They mind storage from a zipper, is behind a stripper. Pay attention, see the whole entire picture. Don't be another savage hunting for a figure. A stuck up, think you're rich, pork chop skit. It's really what exists behind that dresses tight fit. So girl, go legit, get away, that love is artificial. Don't be a part of the money hole ritual. You're beautiful, original, with infinite potential. Brown skin figure is the root, not a prostitute. Brown skin figure is dedicated to all sisters. If the piece fits your story, then don't ignore me, but enjoy me and the light emoji I see. Lady, mother, sister, friend, lover, I discover what you bring is life, all human things on earth. The song was not a written diss or a curse, but to alert females' times will only get worse. If you keep taking the black man for granted, you'll be stranded, left cold, and made old. While you fold clothes like in sons and daughters' nose, cases closed, what you want is exposed. Brown skin figure must deliver the real scripture that presents and accepts the whole God-made picture. This first song I'm about to do is called Kim and New, the rightful name for Egypt. Trace the lyrics back and forth. Alright, sound man. Get down with this. Yeah. Get down with this if you can, people. Alright. We're gonna swing it like this. Kim and New. Best believe that. You probably gotta start that over. Look, we check this out then. A true poet rip microphones and knows it owes it nothing. Just intellectual discussing.
You downstairs?
Trusting the human ear. Vocab engineers
okay, I'll be down there.
From the front to the rear. Drop gut, this was all in your atmosphere. Dominate the competition with this here. Masterpiece, pay more dues and deliveries. I teach myself the strong and the weak. Solidify the realness is fulfillment. P in me, C in me is free in me. Dropping degrees like superior, the superior. Go beyond inferior. I play interior, decorate style to put the inferior. Create scenes better than Oliver Stone. With more love than Jones for a microphone. Straight passion, save all that flashing, I don't crashing. I'm the one that you're asking to explain real hip-hop, not acting. I'm verbally cracking the whip with fake licks. I hate it, and it will not be appreciated. We ready yet, sound man? We need to fast forward a little bit more. I had it ready for you. I think you rewind it for us. That's good. I think you stop it right there. A little bit more. Okay, that's cool right there. It ended. All right. Now this first song is called Kim and New, Land of the Black People. All right. If you can sing along with the chorus, you can follow me. Check this out. Kim and New, best believe that. Kim and New, best believe that. Kim and New, best believe that. Kim and New, land of the black people. Kim and New, best believe that. Massive energy is spent discovering pastime events, history, but this reality, but not as twirling. So I bring to you a land called Kim and New, the truth about the land of the black people. Review the facts, this land was already intact. Commit had a higher place to learning every word I say is concurring. The first dynasty to place them in this, the absolute scene of culture. But let me finish from painting sculptures and architecture. Feel the zephyr as I go deep with this lecture. From here to this coast decline, a great stride. I'm here to discover and trace for lost minds to history of Kemet, stolen legacy. It seems Kemet found self and receivers of an already culture's wealth. Utilize what was given and to some emulate, take advantage of life. Egypt didn't create. Best believe that. Best believe that. Land of the black people. Best believe that. Repeat the second verse out. Check. 1962, light was brought to the sea. An excavated gene power remains Nubia.